Morning comes around and I can't wait to see my sunny island in its glorious greenery. Whether rain or shine, it's still beautiful. Bright lights.
Right, my name is Nick Applin. I was born in England. I've been in Singapore since 1985 as a lecturer, initially in the College of Physical Education, now in PESS. My wife is Singaporean. I have 3 sons, all of whom are Singaporean by birth, and they're at different stages of their education. In fact, one is here at Nanyang Business School in his first year. I'm basically a sportsman. I've developed an interest in the history of sport in Singapore, and I've written a few books on Olympians in Singapore and a few personalities.
On the streets at night, guiding me.
I was a PE teacher in England, and I was working at quite a famous boarding school, and it was a predominantly boys' school. And after working there for about 8 years, I got sick and tired of adolescent boys. Being a boarding school, I had to live in with them and so on. Okay, I was lucky enough to go on exchange to Australia, to Melbourne, and teach over there. While I was there, I had a car accident. I was knocked off a bicycle, all right, and injured my knee, but there was some financial compensation. So I decided to use that money to finance a master's degree back in England, and then subsequently make the move to Singapore, because my tutor at Loughborough was facilitating, coordinating the employment of new PE lecturers to the College of Physical Education. So this was back in 1985. So it was a professionally motivated move to shift from secondary education to tertiary education to become a lecturer. Then when I arrived, the question is, why did I stay rather than why did I come? And I stayed because I met my wife, who was one of my first students. Interesting, right? Yeah, you can see a picture of her there. So she was a second-year student in 1985. So having worked through my first contract and then deciding whether or not to stay, well, we got married in 1990. And so you stay, you establish a family, and I have 3 sons now, and so this is home.
Closer to home.
All right, well, I mean, you can guess, the fact that I'm still here after 28 years means that I haven't rejected the lifestyle, that I'm accommodated, if you like. Some things are better than others. I don't like Chinese food, sorry.
That's okay, it's okay.
I enjoy the weather, I like the heat, it doesn't bother me, although I don't go out deliberately in the sun to get too hot, so that's fine. I like, there's a certain parochial character to the place. It's small, it's a small world, you know people, you bump into them over the years, you get to know a lot about a relatively small community. And I think I quite like that. If I'd been working in England, there is no way that I'd have rubbed shoulders with top sportsmen and women. There would be no way that I would write speeches for ministers, which I do from time to time. So the opportunities that I've had, reinforce the fact that I like being here. So I think I've adjusted to most things.
To a place where I'll be.
My future plans. I'm 62 now. My future plans are that I want to keep working for as long as I can, because my sons are at different stages of their education. The eldest fella is first year NTU, got to get him through and employed. But my youngest son is 17, all right, so he's got 1 more year to go. Then he's got national service, 2 years. Then he's got another 3 years of university. He's got another 5-6 years when he's in the system, if you like. And so I want to keep working so I can support him, all right, and then he can support me, something like that. No, so my professional plans are keep working. I am hoping what they were predicting in the Sunday Times last week was that the retirement age will rise to 67. That would be very good news for me, because otherwise I've got to retire in 3 years' time.
Oh yeah.
All right. Plans for, if I have to retire, I'll hit the golf course for sure. I don't know what else I'll do, support my wife and so on. Professional plans, other than being employed, there's nothing really I have to do. I've written books, I've written articles, I've been a television commentator, I've written speeches for politicians, I've done lots of things. There's nothing that I feel I must do that, seriously. I just want to provide a home for my family.
Where I belong, where I keep my heart and soul, where dreams come true for us.